Yo, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to my content. And if you like my new intro, make sure you stick around and subscribe to my channel for more information on how to make lit intros like myself. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just trolling with y'all. So yeah, let's get into today's article. Marvel released official timeline for MCU Infinity Stone photo. This one is really interesting. Now, Thanos is an interesting character. We know a little bit of the Infinity Stone. It has different timelines, different realities, which ones controls which. So I think for the most part, this topic is going to be very interesting to talk about. So let's hop to it. At the very beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe cosmic history, there were 6 singularities imbued with immense power. These singularities will be known as the Infinity Stone, with each imbued with different abilities. The man Titan Thanos collected the space, time, soul, reality, mind, and power stones one by one during the events of Avengers Infinity War. And we had all of them with the snap of his fingers. He eliminated half of all living beings in the universe. And if you think about it, is very well documented. Because I've seen bits of on YouTube. I haven't watched the whole movie, but I heard it was good during its time. So I think for the most part, Thanos is like this savage of the MCU. He's kind of like the Lord Zed of Power Rangers, when he just comes in and wipes out every single Ranger that you know of. But I mean, come on, we're talking about Thanos, people. All different reality stones that he has in his glove that can snap away every single thing that happened on Earth. So with all of that said, I think for the most part, the Infinity Stones are the most powerful things to happen in the MCU, or the Cinematic Universe, or the Marvel Universe for that matter. So let's continue. Of course, the Avengers and their heroic allies managed to turn the tide and reverse Thanos' snap 5 years later in Avengers Endgame, returning each and everything that was blipped away. Now, I heard some people had mixed feelings on the Endgame movie. I didn't really see it because it just didn't look and feel right. I wasn't really feeling the uniforms, trying to be like that Fantastic Four feel. I'm just not one of those people that actually feeling those uniforms. I like how they looked before without the uniforms. I get it. You wanted to go all out with the bang with a uniform to represent who you are, but I'm just not feeling it. I wasn't really feeling it at all. That's just me. Much like the MCU's characters, almost all of the Infinity Stones appear in multiple film series as they wave in and out of the tapestry of Marvel's filmmaking. To casual fans, it might be confusing to figure out just where each of the stones first appeared, although that changed to an extent thanks to one of Marvel's social media accounts. Now, I get what this part is talking about, because the films tell a different story than the comics did. Because the film just pretty much just told a different story of how the Infinity Stones came about. Because we know Black Panther got swept away, Spider-Man got swept away. So how is it possible for them to come back after all of that happened in the events of the Civil War? I mean, not Civil War, but Infinity War. I mean, the comics told a different story though, because they all survived, I think. I don't know. If somebody could just correct me on something, let me know, educate me, tell me something so I'll be able to get information on my own, so that I'll be able to know better stuff in the future whenever I do like future videos, whatever though. Not unless I'll just watch the link card videos. A powerful Marvel timeline. The official Instagram account of the Marvel in the United Kingdom has posted a lengthy timeline of events surrounding the Power Stone in the MCU. Yeah, we're gonna check that out right now. Okay, so here's the purple one. House in the Orb of Morak, Birth of Infinity Stones, and this is the blue one, I believe. Taken by Nebula, Returned by Captain America, okay. Taken by Peter Quill, The Guardians take the stone back from the Collector. It falls into the hands of the Kree radical known as Ronan the Accuser. Okay, so this is from the movie. So it's funny because I don't really watch a lot of MCU movies though, but I am familiar with the titles and the characters. But yeah, this is interesting. So it was able to control and destroy evil with it, which is really nice. The stone remains on the lock and key in Nova Corp's vault on Alexander until Thanos comes rolling up to take it by force. So this is by this is from the Xfinity War, during the Xfinity War. So Thanos just showed up and just take up everything, take every stone step by step. Using time travel, the Avengers are able to recollect the Infinity Stones, and Dr. Bruce Banner snaps his fingers to blip everyone back safely and soundly. Wow. So the Hulk is like the hero because he has the stone and was able to snap everybody back to safe and sound without everyone getting hurt. So that's a good part about it. And finally, after Tony Stark utilized the Power Stone and his 5 companions to kill Thanos and take out his vast army, Steve Rogers travels through time, bringing each of them back to their points of origin. Wow. So all of this I'm reading right now is really educating me a little. So I'm beginning to understand the timelines and history of the characters and how they controlled the power of the stone, in which they were able to snap back to reality. But unfortunately, with every person's holding the stone, Thanos is going to come at you with all sorts of way, in any way possible. While Thanos obtained the Power Stone before the 5 other glowing rocks, the Purple Gem went on a quiet and intense journey throughout the galaxy in the process of Cellatos and more. It was the 4th stone introduced throughout the MCU movies, and it made a big impact in Guardians of the Galaxy before the Man-Titan used it in Infinity War and Endgame. Will the Power Stone and equality powerful siblings be seen in the MCU again? Equality powerful siblings. I wonder what they're talking about because I never heard of this before. But there's always a strong possibility that these artifacts showing up in flashbacks, and as seen in Loki and Disney Plus, the temporal police force known as the Time Foreign Authority. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I think I heard about this before. Skip this one. Has a whole drawer full of different stones from across time. Of course, since the TVA exists outside of both time and space, the stones are rendered useless and are often used as paperwork by the organization staff. Wow. Like I didn't even know about this part. So, like I said, I apologize for my mispronunciation. But the information that we're getting from this article, it tells me that these people have all of the stones from different timelines. It would seem that the Marvel Studios intends to keep pushing forward with new stories and leave the 6 Infinity Stones behind. After all, it is primarily the MCU Thanos reduced them each of the atoms. The next project out of the MCU gate will be Moon Knight, starring fan favorite Oscar Isaac. The series will shrink. Yeah, we all know about the Moon Knight. Speaking of Moon Knight, one of the actors from the Moon Knight actually tragically passed away last week, and it's a very sad news to hear. So my thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family, and my condolences go out to his family. Yeah, this is just a wild year to start off wrong, but yeah, at least we got some interesting information about the Power Stones, of where it came from, where did it all begin, who controls what, and who was able to recover all of the 6 stones and it's a matter of time before Thanos ends up coming back with a new attitude and just possibly just taking on all of the adventures all at once. But like I said, the comics told a different stories from back in the day. If y'all don't know, the Infinity War actually began in the 1991 comic series, and I think it's according to Linkar. So I will have his video down in the description below so y'all can check it out and you'll know what I'm talking about.